What's up, guys? Flickify here, and today we're up to episode 8 of my third season of career mode with York City. And I know it's been a couple days since I commentated. It's a couple things are going on right now, so I haven't been able to keep up with the daily uploads, but I try to get one up every 2 days at the least. So yeah, hopefully I can keep that going at least, and maybe get back to daily uploads in the future. But yeah, we're gonna not talk too much about that, and we're gonna go into the episode today. And we have a couple League One matches, the first of which is going to be against Derby County. And Derby County is a really tough squad to play against. You know, thinking about it, like going into the match, I was like, yeah, they're a team in the npower or the npower championship, and they've been there for a while, but they're really actually a really nice team. And they have one of their players, it's one of the bald players, I think his name's Salmon or something, and he's a monster. I can't understand it, but you can see here, they're actually controlling possession right now, and they managed to dribble through my entire defense, and they actually pulled a 1-0 lead there in the 27th minute through Bailey, looks like it's Bailey. Not much Bailey, that'd be kind of a bad name, but yeah, Derby County gets the 1-0 lead on us right there, so not a great start for us, but Peter Azogue showing some of his skills, and I think I had him in for this match due to fitness reasons, but he did show to play pretty well for himself. He's actually going to be continuing his run, playing 1-2 passes with, I think it was Vadillo, but he's going to find Dos Santos in the center, and Da Silva misses his first shot, is saved by the keeper, but he gets the rebound goal there, and we tied the game up at 1-1, so a nice bit of play there, tie things up, and keep the game going into halftime with not a deficit, but rather a tie. But here's Jensen trying to get a goal for himself. He does a fake shot, and he's going to find Bergamelli in the center, but Bergamelli's shot is saved from Derby County's keeper, and the game is kept at 1-1, and they continue with their pressure. They did continue to have the possession advantage in the game, but they're a really nice finish from Hendrick there late in the game in the 64th minute. So at that point, I was thinking that it would be tough for us to come back, so I think I went ultra attacking, made some substitutions. Sinclair, Mokhtar, and Kelly were brought in, and you know, Sinclair's been a really nice substitute for us, but unfortunately we weren't able to get the goal back, and we lose that one 2-1. So not starting the episode off with the greatest, but Azogue get a 7.6 match rating, which was deserved because he got that early goal for us. And you can see there we kind of had a little bit better stats possession-wise and stuff, but you know, that happens every now and then. So it's not that big of a deal that we managed to lose that one. But here you can see Isacek says he's not bad but not great, which sums things up. He's played pretty well, but he could be playing better. And to be honest, I've been expecting him to play a little bit better than what he's doing. And there you can see Pedro Azogue got a little injury, not a big deal. He's not a starting 11 player, so that won't be too big of a loss for us. But we're going to continue on with this simulation. And we get our scouting report from Brazil here. And I really only see the one player, our first player there, and I'm going to sign him because he looks to be a pretty decent player. 68 to 84, that's a pretty nice overall, and I'll be able to sell him for some cash at the least. And I think he's 14 years old, so he's going to be sitting in our youth academy for quite a while. But we finally get through our simulation here, and we go into our match against Petersburg, and that's actually the club that we sold Chambers to, so I don't think Chambers got the starting 11 spot, but still, you know, the press makes a big deal every time you come across and play one of your old players, and you can actually check out the starting 11 for them. I don't even see Chambers in the subs or the starting 11, but we go into the match finally, and after that loss, we're sitting at 9th place in the league, so we did drop down a little bit, which isn't the best, but that's not too big of a deal. We have plenty of time to go ahead and make that up, but Mokhtar starting things off really well, showing some of his pace, but unfortunately, this team, Petersburg, actually has some of the quicker defenders. Zach Wani, I remember in FIFA 12 I had him, and he was a really quick defender, and that kind of showed right there because he wasn't able to, Mokhtar wasn't able to go ahead and outpace him there. But speaking of Mokhtar, he's going to get the corner kick, which was a fail. He's going to show some little chops and just trying to find the right pass, trying to work the ball in, and he finally gets by the defender, gets into the box, and he does a successful chop to get the penalty kick there. Nice bit of play to force the penalty kick. And against this team, I really needed him to do that because we weren't seeming to get by their pacey defenders. So we get the penalty kick there in the first half. And you guys can check out our penalty kick takers. After losing Benzia, we don't have the best penalty kick takers. Our best one is the 62 overall. So I had Da Silva step up to take it because he's been performing really well. And luckily, he puts that one away really nicely in the top right corner. So we get the 26-minute goal there. He does the robot, and we are up 1-0 at this point. And throughout this match, they were trying to break us down, and we were trying to get a second goal for ourselves. It's going to be Bergamelli coming from the CDM spot, and a nice shot there, actually, with the side of his foot. I think that might have been Mokhtar, but that one didn't go in, and we go into halftime with a 1-0 lead. So a pretty nice lead there, and a deserved penalty, with a pretty clear penalty by Mokhtar, and a nice bit of dribbling to get that. But here, they nearly managed to tie things up. The ball's creeping in, and that one is luckily just wide for us. That was a really lucky call. I was really afraid when that one was headed off. I thought that might just trickle in there. But at this point, we made some substitutions looking to get the late goal for us. And Jensen doing some nice work. Plays a nice 1-2 ball, and that one is actually just wide. So we weren't able to make things 2-0 at that point. But luckily, we held off Petersburg, and we got the 1-0 victory. So nice to see from the club after getting a loss in the previous match. We get a win in that one. Burton actually gets the 8.7 match rating, keeping the clean sheet. So nice job from him. And you guys can tell from the stats, I didn't necessarily dominate. So things evened out a little bit. And I don't know if you guys managed to catch that, but Video is facing some criticism from the press, which is never a good thing. I expected a lot of them signing him, and hopefully he can shape up to be something, because I do want to pick him up at the end of the season because he's so young, so he's going to be able to grow. But we go into the match against Sheffield Wednesday. Check out the starting 11 right there. No really major changes. And we can check out our spot in the league table. We moved up one spot to the 8th place position with 22 points, so things are really highly bunched up in that center area. So hopefully we can get another win here and maybe move ourselves up some even more. But things started off really well early for Sheffield Wednesday. They nearly get the early goal for themselves, but luckily that one is headed wide. But here's Sinclair trying to get a shot off. Does a nice fake shot to give himself some space, but unfortunately the finesse shot was just not there, and that one did go wide of the post. But here's going to be Jensen playing a nice through ball to Video, who is through on goal. I fully expected him to put this one away, but maybe the press criticism has been getting to him, and he wasn't able to put that one away. So I don't know if it's affecting my mentality of how I play with him. Like, every time maybe Video gets ball, I'm like, crap, he's not going to be able to score. But I don't know if that affects things at all or how they perform in-game. But here, they actually get a really nice chance on goal. He beats Burton, but our defenders do a nice job to kind of contest the shot, and we don't manage to concede there. Make some substitutions, bring in Isacek and Kelly, but they weren't able to make an impact on the game, and the match ended at 0-0. So pretty balanced episode. I mean, we get a loss, we get a win, we get a draw. You can check out the man of the match rating there with Milo. And that's going to bring an end to the episode today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, best way to show that is leave a like rating or a comment. That's always appreciated. Anyways, my name's been Flickify, and I'll be talking to you guys again soon. If you want to help support my channel, be sure to leave a like rating on this video and subscribe to see future content. Also, you can click on the video on your left to be taken to the previous episode of my career mode, and click on the video on your right to be taken to another separate video.